Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on Game Watch Live. And have we got a game for you tonight? A real blood and thunder Yorkshire derby to do a watch along for. It's Leeds United versus Sheffield United. Two of the teams that I think at the end of the season should be pushing for promotion. And so because of that, this should be a real tightly contested game. One to really look forward to. I don't know whether it's going to be one that's going to be for the connoisseurs with lots of goals in it. I think two teams that will keep it really tight, and it could be a 1-0 or a 1-1 this game. But we shall see as the game goes on. I'm really looking forward to it at the moment, though. It's one of the games of the Championship where you look through the fixtures and you think, yeah, that's one I'm looking forward to. So with that being said, thanks for joining us. If you're not already a subscriber, then please do subscribe or follow. Hit that like button as well. It always helps the channel. If you hit the like button, just helps to promote the channel. And get your comments in. While we've got the chance, before the game starts, I always encourage people to comment. We can discuss what's been said before the game starts. So you've got a lot to discuss, really. The two teams, which I'll give you in a moment. Some, I won't say controversial selections, but selections that could have gone either way. But it's going to be worth looking at them and discussing. And if you've got a word to say on the two teams, if you've got a score prediction, then give us a score prediction by all means. If you've got anything to say about the two teams, how they're going to set up, how the game's going to go. Get your comments in there while you've got the chance. Thanks for everybody who's joining us. It's great to see you all. It's really good to see you supporting the channel. I'll go through the teams now because both teams are in. And what we can do is we can discuss these players as we go through them. And the first one is we'll go through Leeds. So we'll go first, and it's Meslier in goal. Now, bearing in mind, if we all remember that game against Sunderland and the goal that he let through for the equaliser, could have gone either way. The manager stuck with him, and why not? He is a good goalkeeper. He's still young. He's still learning, and you don't want to kill his confidence completely, but. He's made a few of those. He's made a few of those errors, and it could have easily been dropped, but he hasn't been. So the defence goes with Bogle, Roden, Strike, and Fairpo. Tanaka and Rothwell in midfield. Tanaka, he's had a long journey. He's covered something in the region of about 19,000 miles on his international duties. He's only got back yesterday. Surely he's going to be a bit tired. So Rothwell will have to do a bit of running for him. Nonto as well. He's had a long journey. So has Aronson. I don't know about Ramzani and Pirro. But one thing for certain is that 12 of this team, including the substitutions, have all been away on international duty for Leeds. So what's their stamina like? Are they going to be able to last the game? Because a lot of the Sheffield United team have been in the UK training as normal, and that's going to help them probably in the latter stages of the game. But talking about the Sheffield team, we'll go with Cooper in goal, Norrington, Davis, Amezodzic, Suter, Shackleton, Hamer, Souza, Arbalaster, Burrows, O'Hare, and Moore. So that's the two teams. I won't go through the substitutions. I'll just let you know about them as and when they appear. So, what have you got to say about the two teams then? It's going to be a tight affair. You would think that Leeds would have a bit of an edge with them being at home, but these Yorkshire derbies, they can go either way, can't they? And Sheffield United are a decent side. They're above Leeds by 3 points, so they're the joint top, and they'll go top on their own. If they avoid a defeat today, Leeds will go level with Sheffield United and the others at the top, just for tonight anyway, until the game's tomorrow. So there's a lot riding on this. I mean, what do you think, guys? Do you think the winner of this game, I know it's only early in the season, but do you think the winner of this game would be favourites for the promotion today? Angelica's just joined. Hi, Angelica. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're going to enjoy this game today. It's going to be a cracker. We've got about 14 minutes before the game kicks off. Looking at the Leeds team, Nonto probably going to play at number 10. He's had a good season so far as Nonto. He's been the playmaker so far. He's scored goals. He's set them up. And Aronson's going to do a lot of work up front. He is a workhorse, is Aronson. Scored a few goals early on. He's going to need to get back into those goals today. You know, he can't afford to waste 2 or 3 chances in the game. Ramzani's had a good start to his Leeds season. Hoping that he's going to carry on. And Pirro has kept his place because of the goals he's scored in the last few games, and quite right too. There's got plenty of players to come on if it doesn't work with Pirro up front, but the defence with Bogle, Rodon, Strike and Fairpo, well, Fairpo's had a good season so far, and so is Strike. Bogle started off a bit iffy, but he's getting himself together now, and Rodon's always dependable. So they've got a tight-knit unit of Leeds. As far as Sheffield are concerned, well, the big problem for Leeds today is going to be Hamer. He's a class player. He scores goals for fun and creates them. When he links with O'Hare as well up front, and with Kiefer Moore looking for those crosses into box, and sometimes Leeds do concede crosses into the box. They're going to have to keep an eye on that. Sousa, I've been impressed with him in the Sheffield midfield. I watched him in the first couple of games, and I thought he's done really well. So Harry Suter, Shackleton, Amizodzic, they're all good players, all solid players. Sheffield United are going to be difficult to beat. So that's my talk on the two teams so far. As far as a prediction, well, what do we think? I don't think there's going to be much in it. 1-0 either way. I would go for a 1-1 actually, but I wouldn't be surprised if either team nicked it 1-0. But I'm going to go for a 1-1. That's going to be my prediction, but I could be completely wrong. So it's up to you. So get your predictions in now, guys. Let me know what you think. And the comments are open for you before the game gets started. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about these two teams, because I think that Leeds and Sheffield United are going to be the two teams that get the automatic promotion places. I know Burnley are doing okay so far, but I still fancy Leeds and Sheffield United. But again, I could be completely wrong. You let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Let me know where you're watching from tonight. Nice to know where all you guys who have joined are watching. Don't forget to hit that follow. If you're watching across on YouTube, then hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, get your comments in on YouTube. That's where we're going to go to for the game to start. We're going to go to YouTube, where we can interact with comments right the way through the game. I can't put a timer on there for you guys, so you're going to have to just go with the flow as it says. Anybody got anything to say? Any comments you want to add to the? And you want to go with the comments for the stream? You can get your comments in now before the game actually gets started, because we're only about 9 minutes away from starting. Thanks to everybody who's joined on TikTok so far. It's great to see you all. It's great to see you supporting the channel. Hope you're going to enjoy this watch along. Channel's called Game Watch Live, so if you're going to follow us, because we're going to be doing a lot of, as we have done so far, we're going to be doing a lot of watch alongs through the season, international and championship as well as Premier. We've got Premier games to watch over the weekend, especially on Sunday, and there are games next Tuesday as well in the championship, so we'll be covering one of those. So hit that notification bell as well so that you don't miss any of these as they come up. If you've just joined us on YouTube, it's great to see you. Thanks for joining us, supporting the channel. Hey, buddy, how's it going? All right. I've had to turn the volume down because it might pick it up on the other mic. Just turn you up a bit, see.
You're Scottish?
You're Scottish?
Yes, where are you from?
Oh, from Yorkshire.
Yorkshire?
Yeah.
Nice one.
Yeah, I'm a Leeds supporter, so I've got particular interest in this game.
All right. What's your Friday night bringing you? What are you up to tonight? Just chatting on TikTok?
Well, I do it on YouTube as well.
All right, nice one.
That's why I've got to be careful with the microphone picking up what we're saying here, but I won't get picked up by YouTube for that.
All right, no bother. Well, you can mute me up if you want. It's up to you.
Are you sure? Is that all right?
Nah, that's fine. Talk it.
You'll still be able to hear me, won't you? Are you watching the game as well? Thanks for joining us on YouTube. It's really good for you to support the channel. If you're not already a subscriber, then please hit the likes. Please hit a subscribe. Just helps the channel grow as we move along. Thanks to Simply Joy for hitting the like and subscribe. You can always rely on Simply Joy to support the channel. I've got that Streamlabs bloody thing in. I thought I'd got rid of that Streamlabs, but it's still there. I'm going to have to dump that when I get the chance. Five minutes away from kickoff. You've still got a few more minutes if you want to get your score predictions in. I've said 1-1, but I could be wrong. Let me know what you think. What do you think, Simply Joy? What score do you think? You're quite good at predicting these scores. What do you think tonight? I think 1-1, but if Leeds win 1-0, I'll be very happy with it. I need to be added as a moderator in order to remove messages from this action. You can do this by clicking on right of my name. I don't want Streamlabs as a moderator. Simply Joy going for 1-1 as well. That seems to be the smart score today. You can join us live on YouTube or TikTok. We're just a few minutes away from the kickoff. Big crowd as normal. It'd be great at Ellen Road when they increase the capacity to, what is it, 53,000? You can imagine what that'll be like then. I might even be able to get a ticket myself if it's cheap enough. Snaky Venom. Hi, Snaky Venom. Thanks for joining. Great to see you. So anyone got a score prediction before we get started, before the game kicked off? So a couple of us have gone for 1-1. I think it's going to be a tight game. Looks tense. The crowd look tense. All the Leeds fans look tense. But it should be a cracker. Thanks to everybody who's joined. Really appreciate you supporting us. It's got to be a must-win for Leeds today, because if they don't win this, they go 6 points behind Sheffield United. I mean, it's early in the season, but that's a long way to be behind your promotion rivals already. And Leeds don't want to be going for the playoffs again, especially after last season. But the teams are coming out now anyway. So we're about to kick off shortly. Anybody who follows me tonight, after the stream ends, I will follow you back. Two teams just lining up now for the preliminaries before the game gets started. Some flowers being brought out there for the sadly departed Sam Baldock. It's nice to see Leeds paying a bit of respect for Baldock. I would imagine that there's going to be a minute's applause by the two teams. Sad to see a player from Sheffield United passed away so young. It's a bit of a shock. But it does happen, but it's always a shock when it happens. We don't expect it of someone as young as that. The Leeds crowd are in good heart anyway. They're a good sing. I think the teams are just going to line up in the centre circle, and there's going to be a minute's applause. All you guys who have joined us on TikTok and are following me now, I will follow you back at the end of the game. Just a Sheffield team in a bit of a huddle before they go to the centre circle. few final words before the game gets started and before they pay their respects. For George Baldock, such a shame, and died so young. He was only 31. Round of applause now, isn't it? Rather than the minute's silence like it used to be. It's all changed now. The players are doing a minute's silence, but the crowd are clapping. It's unusual now, but it's still poignant all the same. Sheffield United crowd are singing George Baldock's name, which is a nice touch. Well, here we go. That's it. Looks like Leeds have got the kick-off. Kicking from left to right. To put my timer on, almost forgot. The ball's gone straight back to Melia for him to get a touch straight off. Goes back to Melia as Sheffield United push up. He plays it across to Rodon on the right. He goes back to Melia. Melia goes across to the left this time to Strike. Strike's got Fairpo on the halfway line. Fairpo gets it, but then has to play it back to Strike. And then it comes across to Rodon on the right. He's got a bit of space in front of him. Nonto comes short for it, but he plays it inside to Rothwell. He goes across to Tanaka. Plays it down the left to Fairpo, who's made the run. It's a tussle for the ball. Ball is poked out by the Sheffield United defender, and it's a throw to Leeds. Fairpo takes it and goes back to Strike, just on the halfway line. Rodon comes all the way across to Nonto. It's down the right. Bogle's chasing it, but he's not going to quite get there, but it's put out for a throw on the right-hand side, deep in the Sheffield half. Bogle takes the throw. Aronson got it, gave it to Nonto. Nonto lost control. It goes out for a throw to Sheffield United. Still deep in the Sheffield half. Just waiting for the throw to be taken. It's a long one by Davis. Leeds challenge for the ball in the air. Pirro. It goes all the way back to the keeper, Cooper. Pirro's going to pressure him in, so he goes deep with the kick. Tanaka wins the ball in midfield, gives it to Nonto, but he's going backwards. He has to go down the line to Bogle. He chips it back down the line to Aronson. He's muscled off the ball and knocked over. And the referee says it's a foul. Free kick to Leeds. Nonto just went down. He's holding his right shoulder, maybe fell heavily on it. He's back on his feet again. just holding his shoulder. He might be able to run that off. Strike on the left-hand side. Goes forward to Fairpo, but as soon as they get the ball around about the halfway line, then the Sheffield United players are on the press straight away. And although Leeds have got the throw, they've gone backwards. Ball's thrown, aimed at Pirro. Pirro tried to flick it on, but it's being picked up by Sheffield United. Goes into centre midfield and then across to the left. Burrows, but he's forced back by Nonto. Goes into the centre again. But it has to go back. Amiodzic, he played it to the keeper, Cooper. It's not much of a kick out. Tanaka wins the header, but it goes all the way through to Cooper in the Sheffield goal. Both teams playing it cagey early on, as you would expect. Cooper's still got the ball. Not in a hurry to get rid of it just yet. Just trying to get things settled down. Get the early match nerves out of the way. It's going to go long, which is unusual. Usually they all play out short. So it's a deep kick. Kiefer Moore heads it on. O'Hare went on the run for the flick on. He had Junior Fairpo and someone else around him, and they managed to shepherd the ball back to Millier. Yeah, it was Fairpo and Rodon managed to just block his way. Ball goes down the line to Bogle's making a run, but it's too far. Cooper has the ball. Ball goes to O'Hare, deep in the Leeds half. It's picked up by Arnson, but he lost control of it, and Sheffield have picked it up on the right-hand side. It's played out to the right, just kept in. O'Hare. Souza with the blonde hair. Plays it down the line. Fairpo puts the pressure on it, goes to Souza, going backwards. Blaster. Ball's back with Melier. Neither team really looking to commit players forward at the moment. It's played inside to Ramzani, but he's lost it. He had 3 players around him. Sheffield United have a free kick. Centre midfield, just near the centre circle, foul. Ball's headed out as a free kick was played in, and it's funneled back. In fact, it's gone all the way through to Cooper, who's well out of his box. He plays it across to the right-hand side. Long ball down. Rodon gets his head to it. Goes to the left to strike. He plays it down the line to Fairpo. Plays it inside. Rothwell. Rodon. Bit of space in front of him. It's taken off him by Rothwell. He's looking for a ball. He has to play it inside to Tanaka. Back to Rodon. Back to Rothwell. Nonto, but he's pressurised straight away and has to go back to Rothwell. Across to Rodon. Strike. Headed out as the ball was laid forward. Blaster comes away with it, but he's forced backwards as Bogle pressurises him. And eventually it goes back to Cooper. He's got to play it long straight away. He plays it out to the right-hand side. Ramzani's putting the pressure on. Shackleton, though, coming down the right-hand side. He's played it a bit too far in front of him. Tanaka, but he plays it inside. A lot of Leeds players around him, though. The ball to the right is onside. Palmer checks inside to the edge of the box to our blaster. That's a bit of a shot. It's a scuffed one, and it's easily blocked. Shackleton, Palmer looking for more. Cross at the back post. Melier comes out and collects it easily. Rodon has it. Aronson goes back to Tanaka in centre midfield. He goes out to the left to strike. And Fairpo plays it inside for Ramzani, but Souza muscles him out of it. And the throw actually goes to Sheffield United. Leeds win the throw in the midfield. Just like it's laid back by Rothwell to Melier. Leeds are coming forward on left-hand side. Fairpo puts a cross in. It's a low one, though. Shackleton gets in, deflects it out for a corner to Leeds. Corner to Leeds on the right-hand side. It's going to be taken long. Comes in now. Strike at the front post is beaten to it. It's a poor cross, really. It's got to beat that first man at the front post, and it doesn't. And O'Hare coming down the line. Knocks Aronson off it, but Ramzani knocks O'Hare off it. No foul given. Leeds have the ball in midfield. Rothwell. He goes across to the left to Ramzani. He has to go back to strike on the halfway line. He comes across to Tanaka. And then out to Nonto with a little bit of space. He's got Bogle just to his right. He comes inside, then goes on the outside again, does Nonto, looking for a cross, but it wasn't there. He's had to turn back inside. Then plays it back inside to Bogle. It's cleared. It was just a touch in front of Bogle. He couldn't make it. Moore beats Roden to the ball. He's holding it up while he gets some support, and he does. Our blaster. Then Moore goes forward and gets the ball back down the left-hand side, but he has to go back to Souza. Souza goes backwards and across. Hammer on the edge of the Leeds box comes inside on his left foot, has a shot. It's deflected high in the air, and Melier makes a comfortable catch as it took all the pace out of it. Leeds have the ball with Rodon. Tanaka, who's seen a lot of the ball. He's seen a lot of the ball deep in the Leeds half. He's almost playing like an extra defender, but the ball goes up to strike on the left again. He's crossing the halfway line, going forward. He's got Fairpo in front of him, but Fairpo's got nowhere to go, and he has the ball taken off him. Souza, he's pressurised by Aronson. Aronson does well there as he gets a blocking on the attempted clearance, and it goes out for a throw, but it's still halfway inside the Sheffield half. A throw-in to be taken by Shackleton. He goes back. Pressurised by Ramzani. He plays the ball long. Tanaka wins it and gives it to Strike with a header and gets it back from Strike. Bit of space in midfield, looking for a pass. He has to go out to Nonto, who's just to his right. He's got Bogle on the right wing and he gives it to Bogle. Bogle's got a chance to go at his defender, but he doesn't. He checks, comes inside, gives it to Tanaka. He puts a cross into the back post. But the Shackleton won the header. But Leeds picked the loose ball up again with Strike. He comes across to Tanaka. Tanaka gives it to Ramzani, who puts it out to Rothwell. Rothwell inside. Aronson, back to Rothwell. Back to Strike. Back to Aronson. Back again. Halfway line now. Tanaka has the ball. He comes across to Nonso. Nonso's got a bit of space and can turn and run forward, and he does. He puts the ball in. It's a good one. It's headed out, but Bogle picks the ball back up again. Had a bit of a fluffed cross, but it almost came to Pirro. Right on the front post. Didn't get a shot away, and it goes out for a corner. But good bit of pressure by Leeds there. Leeds have a corner on the right-hand side. We're taken by Rothwell, right-footed away swinger. Can Leeds make something of this? A lot of pushing going on in that box as usual, but here comes the kick. It's a deep one to the back post. Strike almost got it. There's a shot by Strike. Goes over the bar. I don't know whether it's given us a corner. Don't look like it. Must have been a bit of pushing in the box, and maybe there's a free kick's been given. Souza was holding Pirro there. I mean, how did the ref pick out a foul there? There's so many people holding each other. Anyway, the free kick was given to Sheffield. Cooper takes it and goes to the left. Nonto puts pressure on. The ball is flicked through. Bogle's on the run. Burrows is on the edge of the box. Tries to play a 1-2 with Hamer. Hamer tries to flick it over the top with his right foot, but it's too much on it and it goes out for a goal kick. Chris Wilder just giving out a few comments. Short goal kick taken. Then Melier plays it long. Ball was aimed at Nonto. He didn't even bother challenge for it because he knew he had no chance of winning it. And the ball's headed forward and it's deep inside the Leeds half on their right-hand side now. Bogle's going to take that throw. Chance for Sheffield to squeeze Leeds deep in their own half. Bogle goes long. Looking for Pirro, but he was beaten to it. Aronson is giving the ball away though. O'Hare given offside. Managed to get himself inside the Leeds box, but it was a yard offside. And it's going to be a free kick to Leeds. Just offside. Free kick's taken. Melier has it. Just on the edge of his area. Ball is aimed at Bogle. Bogle wins the header into midfield. Ramzani's picked it up. He runs at the defence and gives it to Bogle. Bogle tries to get across, but it's blocked by his defender. Comes out to Tanaka. Back to Tanaka. Plays it inside. Now Aronson's fouled. Fouled by Sousa. It's a free kick to Leeds. In a good position as well. Just to the right of the box. Yeah, it was a foul though. Yeah, clear free kick. He got his standing right foot. Never got anywhere near the ball, Sousa. And he's saying that he gave it the sign that it was a dive, and it wasn't. Rothwell's going to take this free kick, right-footed. Chance to put it in deep and let the Leeds attackers have a run at the ball. 19th minute. Got his arm up and takes the free kick now. It's a short one. It goes to the front post. It goes all the way to the back. O'Hare clears it at the back post for Sheffield United, and it's bouncing in the Leeds half. Bogle has to go for it and head it out because it was bouncing, and he was waiting for it to come down while he was being closed down. He had to nod it out for a throw. So long throw back for Sheffield United, though, and it's deep in their own half again now. Goes out to the left. Burrows plays inside. Leeds pick the ball up, though. Pirro tries to lay it through to Ramzani, but he's not going to get there, and the keeper comes out and smothers the ball. Just a bit too far in front of Ramzani, that through ball. Sheffield coming away now on the halfway line. Being forced back by Ramzani, and then Aronson putting in a lot of work. Leeds giving them no space, no time on the ball. Every time it gets near the halfway line, they're being squeezed back. They're trying to pass it across their back four, but eventually it goes back to Cooper. And then played back out to the right. So run being made through midfield by Arblaster, but it's a bit too far for him. Bogle went with him as it was and had it covered, but it bounced through to Melier, comfortably caught on the edge of his area. But it was a good run from deep by Arblaster in midfield. Yeah. It shouldn't have been Bogle's man to mark. It should have been a midfielder, but it wasn't. And at least he was covering. At least he was switched on. Ball's played inside to Nonto, but the ball's taken away from him. But it's bouncing around, nudging the back of Tanaka. Gets a free kick for Leeds, just short of halfway. Goes across to Roden and then to Strike on the left-hand side. Fairpo, just short of the halfway line, has to go back as he's squeezed again. It ends up back with Melier. Melier is going to be given no time. Roden isn't going to be given no time. Strike. It's played inside. Rodon's fouled, but Leeds get the advantage. Aronson plays it to the left to Fairpo, just inside the Sheffield half. He plays the ball forward, looking for Pirro, but Rothwell's charging through, trying to get the ball. Almost won it, but Bogle's won it back. And then he's fouled. The referee does give it. Burrows commits the foul, just barged him over. It never even looked like he was going to get the ball. Leeds take it quickly. Rothwell goes back to Rodon on the halfway line, then gets it back, does Rothwell. Didn't really look like he wanted it, but he got it. It's Tanaka and Rothwell, the two midfielders playing close to each other. Rodon goes across to Strike on the left-hand side. He plays it inside to Nonto's on the opposite wing now, and he goes through them. Goes past two. Balls run away, but it comes back through to Fairpo, back to Nonto. Nonto tries to lay it back to someone on the edge of the box. It's cut out. Leeds win the ball back again. Tanaka. Back to Nonto. Plays it inside and goes for the flick return. Hamiodzic slides in and clears the ball into touch. It's the throw to Leeds, though. It's on the edge of the area. Fairport are going to take it. Aronson comes for it. Between them, they mess it up and it's cleared. Ball's played back to Melier. Rodon gets it from Melier, gives it to Naka in midfield. He crosses the halfway, then plays a ball across to the left. But Fairport's in a lot of space. It's a great ball. He brings it down and he can run at his defender now and attack that dead ball line, which he does. He's gone past him. He's got a chance to pull the ball across. Still bouncing anywhere. Pirro's still got it. Comes out to the edge of the box. Can he lay it up for Tanaka? No, it's short of Tanaka. And Sousa gets his foot in and puts it out for a throw. That's a poor pass. It was an easy pass by Pirro there, and he just left him short. Leeds got a chance to put some more pressure on Sheffield United. Goes across to Strike on the left-hand side. Aronson. That's Rothwell going through again. Leaves the throw ball through to Nonso. Ball's saved by the keeper. I don't know whether it went for a corner or not, but it was a great ball through. Thought it was through for Nonto, but it was Ramzani. And he must have beat the keeper to it. I thought the keeper had saved it. It's the side netting. It's a tight angle, though. He did well to get there first, showing his pace there. And it was enterprising move by Leeds. Ball goes deep. Leeds win the ball, but it's played down the line to Kiefer Moore. Caught offside just inside the Leeds box. Free kick for the offside. Just half a step offside. With no VAR, they are dangerous because sometimes they can get away with them, but they didn't this time. Nonto goes back to Rodon, goes across to Tanaka, who was deep again. Must be a tactic of Leeds for Tanaka to get the ball deep. Goes into centre to Ramzani. He turns, comes to the right and gives it to Rodon. Tanaka deep again. Goes forward. It's flicked through by Pirro. Comes to Ramzani. He's going in terms of what he has an early shot. And it's a good save by Cooper getting down to his left to turn it round the post. Great move by Leeds. Turn and go. Got Ramzani away. Aronson put Ramzani through and he hit this shot early. And it was a good save by Burrows. One you'd expect him to make, but he had to turn it around the post because it was going in. Corner to Leeds on the right-hand side. Rothwell, deep cross to the back post again. Nobody at the back post went over, but Ramzani's picked the ball up and then he's lost it. But then Leeds pick it up again. Strike wins it back. Tanaka. Tanaka plays it to Rodon. Comes across to the right to Rothwell. He plays the ball in. Looking for Ramzani again. He's never going to win that header, but it's picked up by Aronson. He plays it out to the left to Fairport, just on the edge of the box. He tries to put a cross in. Peeling for a handball there, but it's not going to get them. It's too close to the man. Leeds have the ball again, though. They've picked it up and funnel the ball back to Strike just inside the Leeds half. Rothwell plays it inside. Nonto's fouled as he tries to turn. A free kick to Leeds. Ball's played forward. Nonto had the ball. Sousa gets a tackle on him, but he gets the ball out to Bogle on the edge of the box. Bogle goes for the return, and it's chipped into the box by Pirro, but it's too deep and goes out for a goal kick. All Leeds players getting involved in at the moment. It's good stuff by Leeds. Farker doesn't look too upset at the moment, so he must be happy with his tactics and the way the team are playing at the moment. Sheffield United really taking the time. The crowd are giving them the bird for it. Cooper plays it long. In for Moore. Kiefer Moore wins it. Comes out to Bogle. Bogle valves it forward. Burrows have got a volley in the face. Didn't seem to bother him. He got straight back up again. Ball goes back to Rodon and across to Meslier. He's got a bit of time to look for a pass. Gives it inside to Tanaka. Goes back to Meslier. Crowder getting a bit nervous. Ooh, and he almost put it too far in front of him. But the kick goes forward. Bogle goes up for the challenge. Pirot tried to head the ball back. Gave it away, but then wins the ball back. It's good work by Pirot to funnel back and win the ball back again. Goes across to striker and to Fairpo. He plays it inside. Ramzani gives it to Fairpo, who's continued his run. He's had to turn backwards, though, look for support with Rothwell. Plays it inside. Souza wins the ball back, though. O'Hare goes down, looking for the foul, but doesn't get it. Leeds come away with the ball with Tanaka again. Tanaka goes across to Rodon in a bit of space on the right-hand side. Comes back inside, gives it to Tanaka again. Inside to Rothwell. Rodon goes right and gets the ball. Tried to get the ball through. Ball was bouncing around and Bogle won the ball back and then gets a throw. Aronson gives it back to Bogle. Aronson going down the line. He's under severe pressure. Goes down, but the ball's cleared. I think the throw's given to Leeds. Obviously, Bogle not the best of friends with the Sheffield United players that he left at the beginning of the season. Leeds have the throw with Bogle. Ramzani turns, got a chance to go to the line, gets the ball across. Goes into Cooper, dives to his right and just collects that easily. Nonto was behind him, went to tap it in if he hadn't have got the ball as he did. Ramzani's seen a lot of the ball and a lot of trickery. He's got pace. Ball's played long. Leeds pick the ball up. Rothwell. Tanaka inside, back to Rothwell. Rothwell a bit of space to attack in front of him. Plays it through. Aronson saying that Souza was pulling him back as he went for that return ball, and he was, but the referee never thought so. And play goes on. Bogle's been fouled there, surely. Bogle was nipping in front of, I think it was Burrows there to nick the ball off him, and he was fouled, and the ref's giving it the other way. Don't know what the ref saw there. Yeah, absolutely. Burrows was beaten to the ball by Bogle. And even the commentators are saying that was no way a Sheffield United free kick. It's a poor decision by the referee. Ball goes into the centre midfield. Sheffield United playing it amongst themselves, but not really making any pressure. And eventually, Tanaka's won the ball back. Aronson in midfield. Trying to get Nonto onto the ball. Sheffield have given the ball away. That's well played by Nonto. He flicks it inside to Fairpo, gives it across to Rothwell. And the crowd trying to get behind Leeds now as they're seeing a lot of pressure. Pirot. He's got a man out to right. It's Bogle. Bogle puts the early cross into the edge of the box, but there's no one there, and it's cleared. Rodon beats Moore to the ball. Rothwell has got it. Leeds come forward again. Bogle, tight to the touchline, comes inside. Rodon on the halfway line. Leeds reset and build again. Goes across. Nonto has to go back, strike. Tanaka seeing a lot of the ball in midfield again, but seen in a deep position. Striker coming down the left-hand side. Nonto plays it across to Tanaka. Tanaka's putting a cross in. It's a deep one. Cooper comes and collects at the edge of his 6-yard box. Rolls the ball out. Burrows is under pressure from Bogle, plays the ball forward. Moore has it now, plays it into Arblaster in the centre circle. He goes across to Amihodzic on the right-hand side. He's making progress down that right-hand side. Ball's funneled back though, and back to the halfway line. Burrows on the left now, plays it inside. Goes for the 1-2, but doesn't get it. Goes across to the right again. Back to the halfway line with Sheffield United. Not really going anywhere. Nonto eventually gets his toe in, puts out for a throw and breaks up any momentum that Sheffield United had there. Coming up to 35 minutes, and it's for the last 20 minutes, it's been all Leeds. Sheffield United haven't had a shot on goal yet. Ball goes back deep in the Sheffield United half. Leeds push up again. Ramzani now playing on the right-hand side as him and Nonto have swapped sides. Burrows is under a lot of pressure. Aronson working hard to win the ball back. Sousa has it in midfield. He goes back. Playing across the back four for Sheffield. Amihodzic on the right-hand side. Comes across to the left. That's Burrows on the ball there. Hamer plays the ball deep. O'Hare was offside, but the ball went straight through to Meslier anyway, so he was never going to get there. I think the referee just allowed it to play on, acknowledged that it was offside. Rodan has it on the right-hand side. Bogle goes down the line. Ramzani goes down. There's no foul given by the referee, but Ramzani's down off the pitch, holding the back of his ankle. The crowd booing Sheffield United for not putting the ball out with a man down. But it doesn't have to because he's off the pitch. Nonto puts it out. Right on the far side, though, completely across the pitch from where Ramzani was injured. It's holding the back of his left ankle. We'll just see what happened there. Just looking at that challenge from Norrington Davis, didn't seem to be a lot in it. Certainly injured himself, but don't think that Norrington Davis actually did it. But he's been treated on the sideline now. We don't want an injury to Ramzani because he's been as good as anybody on this pitch at the moment. Thanks to everybody who's joined us so far on the live Game Watch Live. Watching this live watch along of Leeds and Sheffield United 0-0 at the moment after 37.5 minutes. It's been mostly Leeds, to be honest, without any real clear-cut chances. There's been one good save by Cooper down to his left from Ramzani, but Leeds have had most of the pressure, and Sheffield United have been hanging in there at times. Looks like the throw is going to be taken now. Sheffield United go back. They'll probably settle for a 0-0 at half time now after being under all this pressure. Sousa comes across to the left. It goes back. Snorrington Davis who plays it back, and it goes across to the far side again. Sousa comes deep and collects it. Almost runs away from Blaster there, but they get it forward. But then Rothwell nips in front of his man and picks the ball up. Tidied up by Aronson. Given back to Rothwell. He's looking to build again. Rodon across to the left. Strike goes forward. Gives it to Fairpo. It's a bit tight for Fairpo again. And again, he's lost the ball, but Nonto's trying to win it back. He's forcing the play back. Goes through to the keeper who gets a poor pass out. There's a chance of a shot by Tanaka. And he just puts it wide of that right post with Cooper scrambling to get back in his goal after that poor clearance. I think that the referee's given a corner. I think it was Sousa that manages to get a block in. It is a corner to Leeds on the left-hand side. Great chance for Leeds. Corner's taken, headed out. I think that Kiefer Moore. Picked up by Aronson though. Goes back to the left to Rodon. Rodon comes across. Ramzani has a shot from a long way out. Poor effort, but Leeds pick the rebound back up. Nonto back on the right-hand side. Gives it to Bogle, a bit of chance again to get a pot crossing. He does do. It's headed out. Picked up again by Tanaka. He lays it back to Rodon. Strike goes across to the Aronson. Gives it down to Fairpo. He's nudged off the ball a bit too easily. No free kick given, but Rothwell battling to get it back. O'Hare was wondering offside and is given offside. It's not really got into the game, O'Hare, so far. Neither has Hamer. The two people that we thought would be big influences in this have not seen the ball at the moment. Rodon has it. Tanaka deep again, almost like an extra defender. Strike goes back to Fairpo to Tanaka. Tanaka's pressurised and has to go back to Melier. Strike has it now. Rothwell has let it run away from him though, and they've picked the ball up off Sheffield on the halfway line. Got a chance to counter-attack now. He's played down the line. O'Hare, great defending by Rodon. As O'Hare made the cross, he blocked it, and Leeds picked the ball up with Aronson. Ramzani coming across the centre field to Bogle on the right-hand side, who's overlapping. He's got Nonto in front of him and gives it to Nonto. Nonto plays the ball inside to Ramzani. He flicks it back through for Nonto. He gets the ball back and it's just bouncing too high for him to have a shot. It's a bit of a call again for a handball, but referee's having none of it. Well, the ball's been given away by Moore to Nonto. He's inside the box. He has a shot, but there's two people in front of him. And the ball is blocked and just trickles through to the keeper. But if he'd have pulled it square, Leeds were in there. What was Kiefer Moore thinking? Piro's there. Aronson's on the edge of the box, free. And it was a poor choice by Nonto there. Great tackle by Bogle, deep in the Leeds half on the Leeds right-hand side. No compromise in that tackle. Norrington Davies is going to take the throw. Got extra ball on the pitch. Throw to be taken with 2 minutes plus any added time left. Lawrence Davis gives it away. Just looking whether there was a handball in that. It's bouncing all over. It did hit the arm but it's difficult one to give there like that. Coming forward there was Amiadzic, but he's given the ball away. He tried to play out to the right. He was in between two players and Leeds have the throw. Sheffield United have just not really got going. Strike comes across to Rodon. Rodon's got Nonto just short of the halfway line. Goes back to Rodon. Back to the left. Rothwell to Fairpo just over the halfway line. He has to go back to Rothwell, and Rothwell has to go back to Strike. And he comes across to Rodon on the right side looking for more space. Nonto comes short and gets it. Ramzani makes a run down the right side, but he didn't get to it. But he manages to get a foot in, block the clearance. It's still a Sheffield throw, but they're not giving it up at Leeds. A few seconds to go. We'll see how long we've got for extra time in this first half. Headers won by Rodon, and then it's volleyed out for a Leeds throw. Well, they're not happy bunny at the moment. Ball goes across to the left. Goes across to the right side. I still haven't been told how much extra time is going to be played. Can't imagine it's been much. Probably 2 minutes. Ball's played inside. Ramzani tries to turn. Gives it to Fairpo. Fairpo comes inside. Pirro. Nonto turned, thinking he had a bit of space. He didn't have. Alanson gets it back though. He plays it out to the right-hand side, does he? Ramzani tries to get a cross in, gives it back to Aronson. Aronson can cross it, and he does. And it's just over Pirro's head. And the keeper makes a catch behind Pirro. Bogle was there if Cooper had missed it, but he didn't. Deep kick by Cooper. Over everybody's head. Bounces once, nodded back to Meslier by Rodon. Rodon again on the right-hand side. There's plenty of runners up ahead of him. And Nonto coming short, so he's not stuck for a pass. Goes to Rothwell on the left-hand side. He's got a chance to run. Fairpo's got it. He's got a chance to put a cross in, which he does. Oh, it's at the near post, and Aronson coming in late. Side foots it wide and high. It's a great cross, though, and great movement again by Leeds. Fairpo getting supporting that attack all the time. Yeah, he must have seen that late because Pirro was in the way. And I guess he probably didn't know whether Pirro was going to touch the ball or not. But that's half time. And I think we've got to say that was a good half for Leeds, not so for Sheffield. But Sheffield are still in it. Half time, 0-0. In which Leeds have had all the play. They've dominated that half. Unlucky not to go in 1-0, but that's the way it is. And I think Sheffield will be thinking themselves lucky that they're not a goal or two down. Well, half time now. You've got your chance to get your comments in regarding that first. What do you think to it? Can Leeds go on and win this, or can Sheffield come back? Surely Sheffield can't play as bad as that anymore. Thanks to everyone who's joined us on TikTok. It's really great of you to support the channel like you are doing. Everybody who's joined and following me will get followed back later on. Harry says Leeds will probably win, knowing them. I hope so, Harry. Are you not a Leeds fan, Harry? The only thing is that Leeds have got a bit of a habit of giving it away late on, haven't they? We shall see. I don't think Sheffield can play as bad as that again. Wilder will be getting into them. He'll be giving them the hair dryer treatment at the moment, I would imagine. Oh, you're a Norwich fan. You're not bothered really who wins it then, are you? Norwich probably not going to be pressing for automatic promotion, but you must be one of the runners for the playoffs. Had a good win against Hull City before the break. So your team must be full of confidence at the moment, you would imagine. It's a difficult place to go, is Carrow Road, and play against your lot. At the beginning of the watch along, at the beginning of the stream, I did go for a 1-1 draw, but yeah, I've got to agree with you, Harry. Yeah, I think you're a good bet for the playoffs at the moment. You're playing well enough. Yeah, at the beginning of the stream, I did go for a 1-1 draw, but the way that Leeds have dominated, I'm going for a 1-0 win for Leeds. I don't think it's going to be an easy one. They'll have to be patient in this second half with Leeds. It'd be great if they got a goal early on, but they'll have to be patient. And if it means winning it in the 90th minute, then so be it. That's always been Norwich's Achilles heel, so to speak, Harry, hasn't it? You've always been good at home, but a bit iffy away. If you could just improve that away, you'd be one of the better teams in this league. I do hope you get in. Hope you get into the playoffs, though. I'd like to see you get in there. Are you a season ticket holder, Harry? Is it expensive to go to Norwich? Is it easy to get a season ticket? I tried to join the waiting list for Leeds' season tickets, and it's 50 quid just to join the waiting list. It doesn't guarantee you a season ticket. There's something like 10,000 people on the waiting list for season tickets, and you have to pay 50 quid for the privilege of joining it. It's a rip-off. Can't believe it. When I looked, I thought, I'm paying 50 quid for that. Yeah, you and me, Harry. I hope we don't have to go through that again like what we did. At least you didn't get to the final and then go out in the way that we did. Didn't really put a performance in. After a strong season, after that, I think it was that final international break, we just didn't return after that. We were awful and lost game after game after game. Well, £10, fairly reasonable, isn't it? It's not a 50 quid like what Leeds want. I mean, Leeds are improving their capacity over the next year or two to, I think it was 53,000. So, they're putting about 17,000 on it. But I mean, I don't even know then what's the chances of getting a season ticket. And just looking at that chance that Ramzani put, I thought he'd put it wide, but he actually hit the outside of the post when he got through from that acute angle. So Ramzani's probably had the best two chances of the half. Aronson had that side foot volley, virtually the last kick of that half. Nonto and Ramzani have had good games so far. So's Fairpaw on that left-hand side. He's overlapped God knows how many times and created some real good chances for Leeds. If our crossing was just a little bit better. Just looking at Aronson's chance that he put wide there after the Sousa mistake. It's a pity Aronson couldn't get that volley on target. It would have been great to score just for half time against these. I do actually, yeah, Harry. I do think we'll get top two. I think it's going to be ourselves and Sheffield United. I think we've dropped a few points in the first few games, but if you look at the games we've had West Brom and Hull City and Burnley and Sheffield. We've had a real difficult start to the season. We've got a run coming up soon where we've got several games that we should win, and that should push us right up to top two, if not top. And it'll start with a good win today, if we can. But we've got to go up this time because there's no parachute payment after this season, and then there'll be a fire sale at Leeds, and we'll lose all our players, and we'll end up languishing mid-table. You've got no money, you've got no chance of getting up and competing with the teams that have come down from the Premier League, as you well know. If anybody's watching on YouTube, thanks for supporting us. If you aren't a subscriber, please do subscribe, hit that like button and get your comments in. It all helps promote the channel. You can put your comments in as well regarding the game that you've seen so far, or if you want to put a score prediction in for this second half after what we've seen, we can discuss that before the second half gets underway. We've got a few minutes before the game starts, so if you've got anything to say about this game, let us know. Get plenty of good comments on TikTok. Thanks for joining us, guys. Thanks for putting the comments in. It's good to discuss these things at half time. Really do appreciate you supporting the channel. Hope you'll be able to join us again on Sunday when we're doing live streams, but we'll put an advertisement on to let everybody know which game we're doing. Hopefully both of them, both the decent two games. Oh, he was at the Leeds and Sheffield United games. Yeah, I think that we were quite happy to come away from your place with a draw. We were quite happy to come away from West Brom with a draw after that poor start to the season against Portsmouth, and then we got a bit of a tonking from Middlesbrough. We seem to have settled things down a bit now. I think the team was just a bit upset with selling some of our good players. I mean, selling Rutter, nobody expected that one, and selling Archie Gray as well, no one expected that. We thought that we were quite well off financially, and it turns out that if we hadn't sold Archie Gray, we would have been right in the mire. But things have settled down now. We've made a couple of good signings. Yeah, I was a bit worried for Norwich at the beginning of the season when I saw what they were doing, but they've pulled it round now. And like I said, that 4-0 win against Hull City, I think it was 4-1, or was it 4-1? It was a good win because Hull City were on a good run as well. And so to turn them over in the manner that you did was a real, sit up and watch what we're doing to the rest of the... I beat Watford 4-1 as well, yeah. We've got Watford on Tuesday, I think it is. I'm going to live stream that one if it's on Sky. I don't mind if I just pick this up while I have a drink. Who have you got tomorrow? There's nobody wants to put a comment in regarding the score. No one's got the bottle to predict where this game's going to finish. Yeah, Stoke aren't doing so good, are they? You should turn them over. It'd be a good away win for that you at Stoke. I mean, it's not an easy place to go into Britannia, is it? Even though they're not doing so well. Can't be far away from the second half now. Yeah, it's a difficult place to go, is Pride Park. We don't do well there traditionally. I think there's a lot of history between us and Derby County in one way or another. Just seeing if they're going to. Yeah, so Sunday I'm going to do the Liverpool Chelsea game and probably the Wolves Man City game as well on Sunday. So if you want to join us for those two live watch alongs, be great to see you. I reckon one. I don't know about two, but I'd be very happy with a 2-0 win. Certainly. Can't believe at half time they've got the sprinklers on. It's not as if it's the middle of summer, is it? But that'll make for slick passing this second half. I think Leeds have got the pace up front to get round the back of the Sheffield defence, and that's what we've seen in that first half. Ramzani, Nonto, Fairpaw on the overlap, and I think that's where Leeds are going to win it on the wide out overlaps again. Don't think there'll be any substitutions. Certainly for Leeds, as far as Sheffield are concerned, I don't know. I mean, it's still 0-0. It doesn't want to press the panic button yet, doesn't Wilder, and upset the apple cart, so to speak. But looks like both teams are coming out for the second half. So the only two people that actually went for a score predictor was me and Harry, and we both predict a Leeds win. So nobody else has got the bottle to do it. The second half, it will be Sheffield to kick off this second half. They just wait for the Leeds to come out. Sheffield already on the pitch. Thanks for joining us, Harry. Take care, mate. Leeds just coming out for the second half. Doesn't look like there's any substitutions. Just waiting for the the punters to tell me, but don't look like there is any subs. Predictably so as well. It was a tight first half. Although Leeds dominated it, it was tight. Sheffield to kick off. Kicking from left to right, second half. Just waiting for the ref to blow his whistle, which he does, and we're away. It's immediately drilled forward to Bogle, who heads the ball. It goes out for a Sheffield throw on that left-hand side. Goes backwards. Sousa plays it inside. It's tight. Almost gave the ball away. Tanaka wins the ball back though, as the ball came loose from the passing of Sheffield United. It's given to Mellier, who side foots it back into the middle. Sousa wins a header against Aronson. Aronson wins the ball back as it's played up front. He chips it inside, but it only goes to Sousa. Tanaka challenges. The ball goes out and it's a throw to Leeds. Bogle throws it back to Rodon. Comes across to this near side. Yep. Strike. Fair play, but he goes the opposite way. Goes back down to Rodon on the right-hand side. Ball's played forward for the run of Bogle, but it's short and it's headed out. Rodon wins the ball back. It's up in the air a bit, but Aronson had it and gave it away. Ball goes backwards. Cooper has to drill it out first time as he's put under pressure. It comes to the halfway line. Strike wins the header. Shackleton picked the ball up and played out to the right-hand side. Into midfield. Arblaster's given it away to Ramzani. Goes through for a pass to Pirro, but it was too long and too short and got cut out easily. There was easier passes than that from Ramzani. Halfway line. Some of the Sheffield United try to play a ball inside. It's picked off by Leeds and Ramzani has it now. Rothwell. Pirro has let it run away from him though as he tried to control it. Rothwell's picked the loose ball up again though. Bogle back to Rothwell. Back to Rodon. Strike. Comes across the left to Fairpo. It's under pressure. Turns back inside and has to go back. Rodon. Rothwell inside to Tanaka. Rothwell goes for the runner of Bogle. And it just drops over his head and out for a throw. Just running out of space in that touchline there was Bogle. It's a throw to Sheffield. Lee's just looking to get that tempo back again. Throw's taken long. Bogle wins it. Tanaka heads it on. Bogle wins the header again. Sousa wins the header. O'Hare had a pass that he couldn't control. Fairpo picks it up in midfield and turns 360 and goes away with the ball. Pirro is muscled off the ball. Tanaka slides in and wins the ball back. Ramzani tries to go down the line, turns, but a foot in, puts the ball out of play for a throw to Leeds. Leeds getting on top again. Tanaka throws it back to Strike. He gives it back to Tanaka on the Leeds left-hand side, just in halfway inside their own half. Goes across to Rodon. Tanaka again. Goes across to Rodon again. Played inside to Pirro. Pirro leaves the ball out to Fairpo, making the overlap. Fairpo puts the cross into the back post. Nonto, Aronson. Well, the ball hit Nonto in the chest, came down to Aronson, but it just wouldn't come down for Aronson, if you know what I mean. And his volley goes over the bar. He didn't have time to let it drop any further. He had to hit it. Again, another good effort by Leeds. Well over the bar from Aronson. But good play by Leeds. Welcome, Andreo. Thanks for joining us. Goal kick's taken. Aronson goes for the header. Ball's knocked forward. Ramzani waiting for the ball to come down. Plays it inside. Good play by Strike and Rothwell. Get the ball out. Rodon plays it inside. Aronson picks the ball up. Let it roll away from him. Then caught the foot of Sheffield number 7. Brings him down. It's a foul. Ball goes across to the left. Norrington Davis. Norrington Davis has to go back to Cooper. Cooper has to drill it out first time, and he drills it straight into touch. Leeds take the throw quickly. They don't want to lose the momentum. Rodon plays it inside for Aronson, but Aronson couldn't get to it, and Sheffield coming away now on the left-hand side. Kiefer Moore. But Leeds are putting the pressure on, surrounding the man with the ball. Sheffield still have it, but they're not going anywhere. And in fact, Aronson and Nonto come away with the ball. Nonto's going away, and then he's muscled off it by Sousa. Sousa again. Nonto looks like he's still down, just getting to his feet a bit gingerly now. Ball comes across to the right. Then back to the left again. Norrington Davis, Arbalaster in midfield. Has to go diagonally across to the right. Fairpo wins that header. And Rothwell nods it back to Melier. Well played. Ball's rolled immediately out to Rodon. Rodon comes back inside to Strike. Back to Rodon, just short of the halfway line. He's got runners in front of him, but he gives it short to Nonto, who plays it forward. Pirro turns on the edge of the box. It looks like he's going to have a left-footed shot, but it's high and wide. Very high and very wide. I think Pirro, when he got that ball, thought he was offside. But, I mean, he's still 25 yards out there. And that's a poor effort for someone who's scored a lot of goals. It's nowhere near. Goal kick taken deep by Cooper. Heads go up. Goes all the way through to Rodon, who plays it back to Melier. On his left foot, he's going to drill it long. And he does. Looking for Ramzani. Referee gives a push by Ramzani. It's a free kick just short of the halfway line for Sheffield. Ball goes onto the right-hand side for Sheffield, but they give the ball away, and Leeds come away with it again now. Seeing a lot of possession in Leeds, as they were in the first half. Dominating it, in fact. Strike. Tanaka. Rothwell plays it inside. Gets a return pass from Aronson. Rothwell gets away from the man who was marking him and plays a ball across to Rodon. Going forward over the halfway line. Still going, Rodon. Blaster just manages to get a toe in, but Rodon still has the ball. Tanaka wins the throw. Bogle plays it short. Nontos look like he may have been fouled there, but the referee again has given nothing, and the throw goes to Sheffield. Ball is swept across the right-hand side. Ramzani took it off him. He's played well there, Ramzani. Almost got the ball back again. Well, Amiadzic has gone down. Ramzani, how could Ramzani knock him over? But he's gone down holding his shin. Maybe an inadvertent kick on the shin, but the ball was 50-50 and there to be won. Yeah, just... If you got the kick below the shin pad, that'll be sore, will that? Sheffield played the free kick, but immediately give it away. Fairpo plays it forward. Ramzani gets a foot to it, and it goes out for a throw to Sheffield. Amiadzic plays it back. Chipped forward. Headed inside. Hammer. Stark wins the ball. Fairpo then wins the second ball. Hammer trying to turn inside. It's well played. Aronson won the ball back. Norton Davis has fouled Nonto on the right-hand side and gets the free kick. Ball's played early. Ramzani's it swept out to left. He took it beautifully in his stride. He's got a chance to play it inside. Aronson turns inside. Maybe had a chance to have swept one in with his left foot, but he didn't. He checked inside. Sousa managed to get his toe to it and put it out for a corner to Leeds on this left-hand side. Good run by Aronson. Another intelligent run by Aronson there, running into space. It's going to be Rothwell on the left-hand side with a right-footed in-swinger. Comes in now as a deep one to the back post, headed out by Moore. It's a good header. It goes all the way to Bogle. He plays it straight back out to Rothwell. To centre, midfield with Strauch. It goes back to Rothwell on the halfway line. And as Sheffield push up, it goes all the way back to Mellier. To the right-hand side to Strauch again. He plays it inside to Nonto, gets it back from Nonto, Strauch, to Rodon in the centre. Back out to Strauch. Played inside. Ramzani trying a little back healer, but Bogle picks it up. Nonto still has it. Ramzani on the edge of the box, turns inside on his left foot, still has the ball, gives it to Bogle. Bogle has a block shot. Oh, Fairpo has a swing at one and missed it. Ramzani still has the ball. Appeal for a foul. Ramzani still has the ball. And then he's penalised as he muscles his way through. Just look at what Ramzani actually did. But Ramzani comes away with a ball and Shackleton just throws himself to the floor. And Sousa must have said something because he gets a booking for his troubles. What he did, I don't know. I mean, Sheffield had the foul. What he was complaining about, I don't know. Earned himself a booking. It's like Hamer's down injured. It's like Hamer's coming off. He hasn't had the best of games, Hamer. He hasn't seen much of the ball. Shackleton's coming off as well. And O'Hare and Hamer coming off. That's a surprise. The two playmakers, I know they haven't seen much of the ball, but you've taken off your goal scorers, apart from Kiefer Moore. Surprised by Sheffield there. It'd be like for like, but Hamer and O'Hare, they're two creative players. Hamer don't look like he's too happy. Gilchrist has come on. Gilchrist, Campbell and Peck. Shackleton, O'Hare and Hamer are off. Anyway, Cooper's going to take the free kick after all that. He goes deep to the right-hand side. Fairpour's down on the floor. And Kiefer Moore's penalised for his challenge. Gus Hammer not happy at all about his substitution, still throwing his shin pads around. Toys have gone firmly out of his pram. Junior Fairpour got an elbow to the chin bar, looks of it, but the free kick is taken, goes all the way back to Mellier. Strike. Rothwell goes all the way across to the right-hand side. Rodon. Bogle plays it inside to Nonto. Plays it down the line, looking for the run of, I think that was Aronson, but I think the linesman said the ball went out. It certainly can't have been offside. And indeed it was. It's a throw to Sheffield, just 7 or 8 yards short of the halfway line, but they play the ball back and it ends up going back to Cooper. Leeds squeezing up again, putting the pressure on, and Leeds win the ball back. It's fired at Fairpour, gets his foot to it, and it goes out for a throw to Sheffield United, but it's deep in their half, almost close to the corner flag on their right-hand side, and Leeds have got a chance to put some pressure on, squeeze them in there, and win the ball back. It goes long, and Leeds do win it. Fairpour flicks it back. Looks like Ramzani was beaten to it. The ball's bouncing, but Rodon's played it across to Bogle. Kiefer Moore's got a chance to hit one now. Burrows. They all just took too long. Bogle, Burrows tried to line it up with left-footed shot, but by the time he actually drew his left foot back to hit the ball, it'd been closed down. But that was poor by Rodon. What's given Sheffield United their only chance of this half so far, well, of this game. Luckily, Rodon made up for his mistake and got the challenge in that blocked the shot. It's Gilchrist now coming inside. The substitute. Peck. Moore on the edge of the box again, plays out to the right. Gilchrist plays it inside for the cross. Blaster crosses it. It's headed out. It's picked up on the edge of the box again. Norton Davis has a shot and it's gone so far back, it's gone all the way back to Cooper. Fairpour gets a foot in. Ball's played down the line again. Campbell. Strike facing him up. Gilchrist gets a chance to lay the ball back. Rodon, it's on the edge of the box. Blaster. Looks like Tanaka got a block in there. It was a left-footed shot for Blaster, and I thought, is it going to go in the back of the net? He brought it right, a central goal. I think if it had been on target, Millier had it covered, but Tanaka did well to block the shot. But suddenly, the substitutions have revived Sheffield, and they've had 3 shots in a row where they didn't have any so far. The referee's just pulling a few of the Sheffield players out as they're pushing and shoving in there. And would you believe it's Sousa again and Kiefer Moore and Nonto. Kiefer Moore's about 1.5 foot taller than him. How can that be a challenge? A lot of pushing going, a lot of pushing and shirt holding. How they can sort this out, I just don't know. Sousa's at it. They're all at it. The referee, as the ball comes in, gives a free kick to Leeds, and no surprise there. I mean, they were dragging each other around and pushing each other and elbow each other. Melier with the ball. Goes up to the right-hand side. That's Rodon. Gives it to Aronson and gets it back from Aronson. Tanaka deep. Again, goes out to Strike on the left-hand side, just across the halfway line. Fairpo gets the ball. Looks like Leeds might be making a couple of substitutions soon with Dan James and Manor Solomon getting warmed up. Rothwell. Tanaka. Across the Strike. Fairpo on the left. Plays it inside. Gets a 1-2 with Fairpo. Fairpo plays it inside to Nonto, gets the return from Pirro, tries to cross it with his left foot. Nonto gets blocked and it's a corner. Here come the Leeds substitutions now. So Aronson's going off. He's had a good game as Aronson. Dan James coming on. Looks like Nonto might be going off as well, and Solomon's coming on for him. Replaced with 2 players that have got pace to spare. Corner taken in by Rothwell. It's a low one, and it's a goal. I was about to say it's a poor one. It was skimmed into the middle of the box onto the penalty spot, and Strike sweeps it in with his left foot, and Leeds take the lead. And it was a poor cross, and I was just about to say, bloody hell, what was that? And it swept in beautifully by Strike. What a goal. The goalkeeper never even saw that. Never got anywhere near it. It was a difficult ball to hit, was that? And that was great skill by Strike to put Leeds in front. And probably exactly what they've deserved. Yeah, it was a low one that skipped off the surface. And he met it beautifully. Got in front of his man and put it in with his left foot into the top right-hand corner. That's a great finish. And Leeds take the lead after 68 minutes. and probably thoroughly deserved. Probably just good timing as well, because Sheffield United were getting back into it after those substitutions they made, and that's been a real dent to their confidence now. What's Chris Wilder's team got left? Ball's played long for the room of Dan James, I think that is, but even he couldn't reach that one as it goes through to keeper. Oh, it's Dan James on the right-hand side, so that must have been Solomon then. Ball comes to Pirro, and it's kicked up high in the air by Sousa. Keeper comes out, the edge of his box, picks it up, rolls the ball out to the left. Ball's played low inside. Look, it wasn't picked off there by Sheffield. Bogle gets in, intercepts the pass, goes through to Cooper again. Sousa saying the ball in midfield, plays out to the right. Couldn't be picked up though. Leeds have a throw on the left-hand side, just on the halfway line. Firpo throws it long. Pirro tries to get hold of it as it's bouncing around, but it's picked up by Rothwell. He plays a long ball to the right-hand side to Dan James. It's intercepted and nodded back to Cooper. Cooper still has the ball, looking for someone to throw it out to. Eventually gets out to the left. Leeds pressure isn't high again. Goes out to the left. It's flicked inside by Moore, but it just goes out for a throw to Leeds on the right-hand side, just inside their own half. 71 minutes gone. Are they going to use Raksaki? They haven't brought him on yet. Ball's thrown inside to Nonto. Nonto gets his foot in. So does Dan James. Tries to go around Sousa, but Sousa's too big and strong for him and takes the ball off him. Bogle's immediately in, crashes the ball all the way through back to Cooper again. Great determination by Bogle. He's not going to let anyone have the ball in front of him. Ball's played down that left-hand side again. Rodon gets his foot in. Ramzani. Sousa holding his hands up for the free kick, gets the free kick from Ramzani. Looks like Raksaki might be going to warm up now. Ball goes all the way out to the left. Leeds picked the ball up with Mano Solomon, but he's lost it. He had a couple of them around him. Ball swept out to the left. Bogle's in the way, heads it away. And Dan James is coming away with it. Plays the ball across to the left. Pirro was the target, but Sousa won the header. Gilchrist plays the ball down the line, but Rothwell wins it back. And Firpo helps him tidy it up. Goal scorer has the ball, Stroke. Gives it inside to Tanaka, goes back to Stroke. And then across to Rodon. All the way back to Melier. Melier gives it back to Strike. Inside to... Goes all the way out to Rodon. Dan James. Played inside to Bogle, who was high up the pitch, tried to turn, just let it run away from him. Stroke. But they've got away on the left-hand side now. Tanaka covering as Bogle makes his way back. There's a cross to the back of the box where Kiefer Moore was, but Meslier comes out, makes the catch. Meslier has the ball at his feet now. Goes across to the right. It's a bit of a sharp one that Tanaka managed to bring under control. Be careful not to give it away in deep positions, Leeds. Strout goes forward, looking for Manor Solomon, but he's not going to catch that as it goes straight through to Cooper. Ball's played inside. Tanaka wins it. Ball goes loose. Come out on the left-hand side. Tanaka intercepts on the halfway line and he's cleaned up. Goes down holding his leg. Norrington Davis. The referee's going to give him a... Tanaka won that easily, and then he's given a left knee into the thigh for his troubles. Well, the Norrington Davis got a yellow for that, but he deserved it. And with fair paws it on the left, plays it inside. Solomon tries to go. Well, that should be a Leeds throw, and it's not. The referee's giving it the other way. Amiadzic arguing with Solomon. Looks like Norrington Davis has gone off to be replaced by Raksaki with 14 minutes to go. Fairport wins the throw from the header. Ball comes through to Ramzani. He plays it inside to Dan James. Dan James on his left foot has a shot. It's blocked and goes out for a corner. And that was Burrows who was covering there, and a good job he was too. The pace of Dan James got him away. Welcome, Henry Carr. Thanks for joining us, Henry. How are you doing? Corner to Leeds on the right-hand side. Joe Rothwell's going to take it right-footed in-swinger. So a deeper one this time to the back post. Keeper comes for it, misses it completely. And of course, the referee gives a free kick. As they always do when the keeper misses it, the ref gives a free kick. Ramzani going off, Matteo Joseph coming on. Had a bit more height and a bit more work up front. Pirro still staying on, so he's had a good game, Pirro. Sheffield United have it, but it's deep in their own half. They're going across to the left-hand side. Coming across to the right-hand side now. Comes into left, Bogle's immediately on his man. The ball has to go back. Our blaster has it. It comes across to the right-hand side. into Sousa, back to Arblaster again. It's a runner on the right-hand side, but it wasn't seen, and Leeds squeezing them up. Solomon puts the pressure on, and it has to go back to Cooper. Into the last 10 minutes. And that little bit of momentum that Sheffield had about 15 minutes ago, Leeds have broken that, especially with that goal. Leeds win the ball back there. Solomon just managed to toe end the ball out for a throw. Ryan Brewster's getting ready to come on as well. So Sheffield are putting everything up front now for this. Going across to the left again. It goes deep. Rodon's there. Raksaki gets his foot in and hooks it away. Throw. Brewster coming on. Taking Vinny Sousa off. I'm surprised. Ball coming across to the right. They've played it out wide to the right. Fairpo is covering his man, Raksaki. He takes the ball off him, lays it inside. Gets his toe on the ball, does Raksaki, but can only deflect it out for a throw to Leeds. Fairpo's going to take it. Leeds just slowing the game down now. There's no need for them to rush with 8.5 minutes to go. It's brilliant by Tanaka. Drops his shoulder and sent two men the opposite way. Bogle has it. Rothwell, halfway, plays it out to the left. Solomon. He goes back to Fairpo, comes inside. Tanaka, who goes back to Stroke, and then it goes all the way back to Melier. Sheffield have got squeeze up now and put the pressure on. They want the ball. Pirot. Pirot's fouled just short of the halfway line on the right-hand side. Leeds won't hurry this. Lucas Radaby in the crowd. Legendary Leeds defender of a few years ago. Rothwell has it on halfway. He's pressurised, has to go back to Strauch, and Strauch is going to go all the way back to Melier again. Melier gives it back to Strauch. Plenty of space for Strauch now. And he lays one forward for the run of Solomon. That's Mateo Joseph. He's right in a corner there. Couldn't keep it under control, and the ball goes out. Souter put the ball out. Got a deflection off Leeds player, and it goes for a throw to Sheffield. Look at that. Touches in the opposition box. Leeds 27, Sheffield United 3. That tells you how much Leeds have dominated this game. Fairpo got a booking there. Journey of Fairpo got a booking for something or other. Didn't see what it was, but he has been booked. Ball's with Cooper now. Comes out to the right. Short of the halfway line. Leeds are not going to let them have possession any closer to Leeds' box than this. Still haven't crossed the halfway line yet. And they're going backwards. which is exactly what Leeds want with 5 minutes to go. Got to get the ball forward, and it's played long for the run of Raksaki. Stark is covering it, but he concedes the corner, clearing the ball out. We're going to see a corner here with a lot of pushing and shoving again. The referee's watching all of this. Kiefer Moore is going to be in there. Suter's in there. Left-footed in-swinger. Here it comes now to the back post. Back post. Melier went for the ball at the back post. I think it went over his head. He may have just got a touch to it. But it's given us a corner anyway on the opposite side, so it's going to be a right-footed in-swinger probably. Raksaki and Bogle pushing each other, but it's going to be a right-footed in-swinger. Comes in now. It's another deep one to the back post. Blaster's got it. Yeah. Blaster got the ball. Tanaka took it off him just in the inside of the box. He fouled Tanaka. Foul was given against him. Then he's complaining like mad to the linesman, and he's going to get a yellow booking, and quite rightly too. Yeah. Blaster. Tanaka did well to take the ball off him, was strong. Frustration for you. 3.5 minutes to go. As long as Melier doesn't do anything stupid now, we could see this one out for a vital win. The ball's drilled long. It's chipped forward, but Bogle wins the header. Pirro. Rothwell goes to the left to Fairpo. Solomon. He loses it to Raksaki though. Peck has to go across to the left. Burrows has to go backwards as Dan James squeezes up. Bit of space on the left now. Goes inside. That was Brewster who's laid it across to the right. Raksaki on the inside. Blaster's in there. Matoya Joseph comes away with the ball, but he's let it run too far away in front of him. Tanaka plays it across to the left. He got the loose ball. Fairpo coming forward. Solomon. He has to go back and inside to Rothwell. To Stroke. Rodon. Across to Bogle. Inside to Tanaka. Leeds keeping the ball nicely. Inside. Pirro on his left foot coming forward. Lays it into Solomon. He's just inside the box now trying to get it on his right foot. He lays it back out again. Tanaka goes to the right to Bogle on the edge of the box. He's inside the box now. Get it on his left foot. Hits one high. But Cooper has the chance to come out, jump and catch that one as it comes down. He rolls the ball out. Going to play it long to Moore. Moore doesn't win the header. Rodon does. Great header as well. And then Pirro. Foul given against Pirro. Free kick taken quickly, as you would expect with just a minute to go, plus what any other added time. Ball halfway inside the Leeds half, goes across to the right. Played inside, but Fairpo cuts the ball out. Gives it to Pirro. Solomon goes down to Pirro on the left-hand side. Solomon's making a run. If Pirro sees him, Pirro still has the ball. He lays it inside to Dan Joseph. Joseph scores and it's 2-0. It was being held in the box, but he kept his strength. He kept his composure, swept it in with his right foot, past the keeper's right hand, and Leeds the win. 2 points for Leeds. And completely deserved. Great finish by Matteo Joseph. And great play by Pirro. Fantastic play by Pirro. Pirro cutting inside. Lays the ball through to Joseph, who made the run. And that's a great finish. Under severe pressure, slots it past the keeper. It's great composure from the Spaniard. And you've got to say that's a great win for Leeds. Super sub coming on and scoring a goal within a few minutes of being on. 5 minutes of added time, but even Leeds are not going to concede 2. Ball's on the left-hand side now. Crowd are loving this performance. Yeah, I think overall Leeds have been the best team. They've created the chances. They've had most touches in the box. They've had most possession. They have most shots on goal. Leeds are going to pick up a throw on the left-hand side, just short of the halfway line. Fairpo has the ball. It's holding on to the ball. Well, I think Leeds make another substitution. Bamford's coming on. Pirro's going off. Great performance by Pirro. Getting a round of applause from the crowd, and quite rightly deserved as well. Patrick Bamford coming on for the last couple of minutes. And Fairpo's going off. Sam Byram's coming on. Great performance by both of us. Fairpo's, it's like signing a new player this season and last season. He's been brilliant. After everybody was laughing and joking, saying he couldn't make it, he's been fantastic, and he has been great again today. He's attacked down that left-hand side no end of times, and when he's had to defend, he's done it great. Ball goes out to the right to Rodon, back to Meslier. Meslier gives it across to the right to Rodon again, gives it back to Meslier. 2.5 minutes gone. Comes across to Strike. He's going to drill one down the left-hand side for the run of Pat Bamford, but he's not going to make that as the keeper comes out and collects it. I'll tell you, Joseph putting pressure on as the ball swept out to the left. As the crowd sing, there's only one team in Yorkshire. Rothwell's had a fabulous game in midfield as well. He just nicked that ball off the toe end of the Sheffield attacker there. He's broken everything up, and he's ran forward with the ball with purpose and passed really well. And with less than 2 minutes to go, we all thought that Tanaka might run out of. Again, the Bogle, Tanaka chips the ball forward. Patrick Bamford looked offside. Ball comes through to Dan James. He's just lost the ball there, but he's battling for it back. Given away to Brewster. Campbell on the left-hand side. Bogle making his way back. It's a long shot. Well, probably a cross rather than a shot, but it's far too far. I tell you, somebody else will be happy with this, and that's Ilan Meslier, because he's done everything that he had to do without been under too much pressure, and that'll be good for his confidence. A clean sheet will be great for his confidence. With 30 seconds to go, the ball's drilled downfield. Panford tries to head it on. Tanaka plays it across to the left. Solomon has it back inside. Tanaka has seen a lot of the ball today. He plays to chip it forward, but he hasn't made the run. Tanaka plays it forward. It goes out for a throw or a dead ball. I'm not sure, but Tanaka's been great again today. Difficult to pick a man of the match because everybody's played so well. Bogle's had a great game. He chips one forward to the left, looking for Bamford. Bamford just nudged in the back, goes over his head and goes out for a goal kick. And that is time up. Ball's headed out by Bogle as it's played deep. Referee probably just adding on a bit of time for those substitutions. Ball goes across central midfield. Played deep again. Rodon goes up for it. Doesn't win it. Byron gives it back to Melio. Belts it deep. Dan James. Supported. James. Got a chance to put the cross in to the back post. It's over Bamford's head. And that's the end of the game. And a great win for Leeds and a great performance. And what more could you say if you're a Leeds fan? You'll be very happy with that sort of performance. Everybody who played in that Leeds team had a superb game and richly deserved 3 points to take Leeds level with the leaders at the top with 19 points. So get your comments in, guys. What do you know? What do you think of Leeds' performance today? Are they true promotion contenders? We've got plenty of people watching on YouTube there. If you've just joined us, thanks for joining us. If you're not a subscriber, please do subscribe and get your comments in as well. It all helps, especially if you hit that like button as well. Helps the channel grow. But we've got a few minutes to spare. Just digesting what's gone on after that superb performance by Leeds. Get your comments in. Let us know what you think. Leeds did deserve it, didn't they? There's no doubt about that. Leeds deserved it. Thanks to everybody on TikTok who's watched today. Much appreciated. Do join us again on Sunday afternoon for, I think it's the Wolves Man City game, but I will let you know before then. But thanks for joining us. Thanks for supporting us. Much appreciated. See you again soon. Any Leeds fans in the chat at the moment? Surely you've got something to say about that. It was a superb performance. Somebody must have something to say regarding that performance. It can't be just all me that's waxing lyrically about Leeds' performance today. Anyone got anything to say full time? Leeds 2, Sheffield United 0. Both goals coming in the second half. I've got to admit, I really did enjoy that game. Was there anybody else enjoyed it? I really did enjoy that game. Don't know. The Simply Joy's still watching. She went for a 1-1 draw, and for a long time it looked like that could be the case, but 2-0, superb. Okay, if no one wants to tell me anything about this game so far, I'm going to end it for today. We will be doing a live watch along again on Sunday, so look out for if you hit the notification button, you'll get notified when I put my notification out there of what time we're starting. I know it's against them, what have you, so please do it that. But until then, thanks for joining us. See you soon.